Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Śrī Bhagavān uvacha avyaktād vyaktaya sarvaha prabhavanti aharagami ratriyagami praliyante tatraiva vyakta samyake. Srimad Bhagavad-gītā 8.18. Avyaktād vyaktaya sarvaha prabhavanti aharagami ratriyagami praliyante tatra vyakta samyake. Avyaktād vyaktaya sarvaha prabhavanti aharagami ratri agami praliyante tatraiva vyakta samyake. So this is what Śrī Bhagavān. Śrī Bhagavān uvacha is Bhagavan is saying how the living entities during this creation, what happens to the living entities in this creation when they leave the body. If one is thinking of Kṛṣṇa, then go to Kṛṣṇaloka at the time of quitting this body. When they're not really thinking of Kṛṣṇa but want something else in this Brahmanda, and even if it is Brahmaloka, they just stay within this Brahmaloka. So in this way, they have this rebirth again and again until they are wanting to go to Kṛṣṇa. Then we must be thinking, what? They're wanting to go to Kṛṣṇa. Why would they not want to go to Kṛṣṇa? Even I also want to go to Kṛṣṇa. Really? Okay, let's see. You want to go to Kṛṣṇa? What do we really know what that means? Going to Kṛṣṇa, back home, back to Godhead. Do we know what that means? What does that mean? For somebody to go to Kṛṣṇaloka, they should want Kṛṣṇa so much and really want, they're so much in love for Kṛṣṇa that they can't stop thinking of the Lord. And so naturally, when we are quitting the body, we're still thinking of the Lord. So when somebody is so full of Kṛṣṇa, full of love for Kṛṣṇa, Yugaitam nimishena chakshusha pravashyayitam shunyaitam jagat sarvam Govinda vira hename. Govinda can be without you even for a moment. Govinda is such a great punishment. Can't. No, that's not possible. So is there so much of viraha that we can't be without Govinda, the Lord, even for a moment? क्या इतना तड़पा रहे हैं हम लोग? Are we in love with the Lord so much? Yeah, when we are in love with the Lord so much, then yes, that is called Krishna Prema. When we are in love with the Lord so much, we can't stop. We can't stop loving Him. We can't stop serving Him. Oh, hota hi rehta hai 24/7. Either in Shayana Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Jagrata Avastha, and 24/7. The loving thoughts of the Lord, loving seva of the Lord in the subtle body is going on, going on, going on. 24/7 festival is going on. And that's the love of Godhead. When we are like that, full inside, then we go to Krishna to continue that seva, to go to the world of Krishna in the spiritual body. So that is going back home, back to Godhead. So full of love of Krishna that we have to go continue our sevas in person to the Lord. That's going back home, back to God. Who is it that doesn't want to do that? Who is it that does not want to be filled with the love of God like that? Wait a minute. If there is a second thought, if somebody is thinking, oh, well, I don't know if I want to be full with the love of Godhead. Well, because I have other plans and I want to be full with something else. Oh, really? Are you saying that you want to be full with jada, miserable rasa? Well, that's the only other option. If you don't want to be full with the love of God, then you take your time. No problem. I think I want to be at least of little bit of jada rasa. I want to have it because I want to feel miserable. Yeah, I am used to feeling miserable. So I want to have some miserable rasa. And that's why I will take my own time. I'm not in a rush to be full with the love for the Lord. I am not in a rush. I will kind of do my best. Do my best. Do only my best. So maybe I can do some bhakti because I still want to be filled with miserable rasa. Does anybody want to think like that? Going back home, back to Godhead means it's not that I will sweat hard and somehow batter myself and do something about it. And then somehow travel at light year speed and reach love of Kṛṣṇaloka. Yeah, aisa baat nahi. Going back to Godhead means being full in love with the Lord. Tab going back to Godhead ho jayega. But that will happen anyway because antakale jamameva smaran muktva kale. That going back to Godhead doesn't even have to wait until we quit this body. Doesn't even have to. When there is so much love for the Lord in the heart, there is spiritual body already there inside, made of all that love for the Lord. And every day, every moment, Diwali chal rahe. Pratikshana asvadana lolupasya. That is right there, back home, back to Godhead. Still while in the mortal frame, the spiritual body is in full swing with pratikshana dhanalo lupasya sakira anugatya seva. What to chal raha hai? That's happening. That is happening. That is back home, back to Godhead, right there, even while we are in the mortal frame. because we are so much full of love for the Lord. So, do we want to think twice about it? Oh, well, I don't know if I really want to be full with the love of Godhead. I will think about it. I have my plans. Let me do my calculation. Yeah, maybe I'll try a little bit. Yeah. Because I have all these jadarasas that I want to enjoy. I want to be miserable with this tamoguna. I really want to feel the gushes in rajoguna. So yeah, that's why I will think. I will think about filling myself with the love of Godhead. I will think about it and maybe do my best. That's what it means. Waiting on going back to Godhead, waiting on having Krishna Prema means. Does anybody want to even think like that? Unless they are having ecstasy in this Jadarasa, in this Dukhalaya. Yeah. Also, okay, I really want to go back to Godhead. It means I really want to be full of love for the Lord. But is it possible? Yeah, is it possible that I am so much filled with love of God? इतना जड़ रसा है मुझे. I am in dukkhalayam asashvatam, miserable ocean of modes. Is it possible for me to be full of love of God? Is it? No, not at all. Not at all possible. Not a bit. Mama Maya Duratyaya. No, it's not possible. We are such a conditioned living entity, so much used to Jadarasa, you don't even want to come out of it. So it's not possible for you. You conditioned Jiva. That's the case in general. Yeah. But Mam eva ye prapatyante. Yes. You take prapatti of me and samashrita yena pada pallava plavam. Mahat padam punya yesho murari. Pavambodir vatsapadam param padam. Yeah. It is so sulabham now when we take Mam eva ye prapatyante, then it is sulabham. Very much sulabham. The whole ocean, miserable ocean of material modes, they just become few drops in the in the hoof print of a calf. Wow, is that possible? Yeah, very much possible. So sulabham. कैसे होता है? Mam eva ye prapatyante. What is this prapatti, please? Okay. Easy deal. Prapatti is. You just follow who is in prapatti, that's all. Bhagavatas are in prapatti. They are full of love of God. They can't think of anything else. They can't do anything else. And they can't talk anything else. Full of love of God. You just be with them. You just do dai tava pache pache of these lovers of God. Bas. So sulabham. In this way, this is the only way to be filled with the love of Godhead for a jiva who is so conditioned. There is no other way. Prapatti. Prapatti means to follow in the footsteps of those who has taken prapatti, the Bhagavatas. to simply Daitava Pache Pache of the Bhagavatas who are the lovers of God. Bhakti is so simple, let's keep it simple. Bhakti is simply Daitava Pache Pache of the Bhagavatas. That's why it is unbelievable that one can receive love of Godhead in this very life, even before quitting this mortal frame. That is the mercy of Gaura Chandra, given by Gaura Priyajana. All that we have to do is Daitava Pache Pache. For that, do we really need this miserable mind to think? Do we really need this stupid intelligence to calculate? What good are they? Are they needed for Daitava Pache Pache? And what other plans do we have other than Daitava Pache Pache? Daitava Pache Pache is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He sings, Krishna se tomara, Krishna dite paru, tomara shakti ache. Amito Kangala, Krishna Krishna bole, Daitava Pache Pache. Ami Daitava Pache Pache. I am running behind you. Hey, Bhagavata, the lover of God, who has Krishna in your heart, running behind you. It's only you that can give me Krishna. It's only you that can give me Krishna Prema. That's why I'm running behind you. Please, please give me Krishna. Please give me Krishna. Saying that, I'm simply running behind you. That is so come. That is Prapatti. And that's how we can be full of love of God. There is no other way. It has to come from the heart of the lover of God. So इसमें delay करने की कोई बात है क्या? Is there any reason that we want to postpone, think about this great fortune? Because we want to be a little more miserable for a little more time here? I will try my best. What try your best? Huh? What will you try with in this bhakti? What will you try with? Huh? You want to try your best with your mind? You want that miserable mind? You want to try your best with stupid intelligence? Who is taking you away from Krishna and a love of Krishna? What to try with this miserable mind and stupid intelligence? Why struggle with that? When there is Daitava Pache Pache to fill us with the love of God. Yeah, so that's what it means, the love of God. And how does that happen to us so easily? Daitava Pache Pache. Until we are filled with love of God, we are filled with the modes. If we are filled with the modes, then we are in this Brahmanda. So much so that at the end of the day of Brahmanda, so at the night of the Brahmanda, what happens to the souls? The subtle body is still there on the souls. And subtle body is still there means the Vasana, Brahmanda Vasana is still there. The desires of this Brahmanda are still there. So soul is still in this material world. Did not go to the spiritual realm, to the Lord yet. And again in the daytime of Brahma, again the soul, which has subtle body, takes a gross body and then goes through this miserable cycle, birth and death and birth and death and birth and death and birth and death, until again the night of Brahma. वो चलता ही रहता है, miserable cycle with this miserable mind, stupid intelligence. Unless this subtle body is disintegrated, dissolved, because we have beautiful spiritual body filled with the love of Godhead. When that happens, only when that happens, this subtle body dissolves and we go back to the Lord. We enter the spiritual realm, Vraja.